Daily Broadside, day 458. A great Italian sports car model made by the Enzo Ferrari company. Hey, so this morning I was brushing my teeth, and I look on my toothbrush, and as with many toothbrushes that I've owned over the years, it had my dentist's name on it, and the address and the phone number. I thought to myself, why do dentists advertise themselves on toothbrushes? I mean, there's a handful of people that ever see me brushing my teeth, and none of them need the advertisement thrown in their face of a dentist. It's not like somebody would be in there with me and be like, "Oh, you go to DDS Johnson? Oh, how are they? Oh, I might check them out. Can I have can I take a picture of that? Address and phone number?" Like, that makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, I get it if you're like, running for election and you're making pencils and stuff like that, or maybe if you're a dentist and you're at the county fair and you're handing out free toothbrushes, promoting good dental health and oral health and all. But just to put that on there to give to your customers who are already coming back to you, that just doesn't make any sense. It seems like a wasted expense. You're not showing it off to anybody. You know what I mean? It's not the same as like those stupid vanity rings that dealerships put on their license plate. The whole world's seeing that. That makes a little bit more sense. But nevertheless, I got to tell you, something about Boston. So I'm in Boston yesterday, and I have never been in a city in my life. Beautiful city, very fun to drive around, and all that. It was very cool. But I've never been anywhere where it's like, your destination is in 0.4 miles. It will be 21 minutes. And you're like, how the hell is it going to take me 21 minutes to go 0.4 miles? And then 19 minutes later, you're like, damn if it ain't taking me 21 minutes to go 0.4 miles. It's crazy. It's crazy. I see these people on these like double-decker bus tours or whatever, and they're riding around the city, learning about all these, guided tours and all. It must take 8 hours to do all that stuff, because if you got to go from Cheers to Bunker Hill to, the Navy Yard and down to, Fenway and all, TD Garden, Boston Garden, all these, things that people want to see, it would take you 4 hours to drive around all that stuff, and they're not even that far away from each other. But it is a pretty cool town. It just goes to show you that there are just too many dang people in this world. And I'll give you another example of that. This morning, I ended up went through Providence, and I ended up in Newport, Rhode Island. I didn't end up there. I meant to go there. And, man, I thought I'd seen some big houses in my day. And I'm not talking about, like, Biltmore and extravagant mansions like that, but there are houses on that island that just, like, regular old people live in, not like celebrities, but actually I don't know who lives in them, but they're freaking enormous. I mean, like 7,000 square feet, and they are just the most opulently designed. I couldn't imagine what it would cost to paint a house in some of those designs. They got the shake roof and the Cape Cod designs and all that stuff. And Newport is just really cool, man. Although I don't understand why everybody just has their boats just out floating. I thought everybody was out just fishing, but they like park their boats just in the middle of like the wharf or the bay or whatever it is, and you have to take like a dinghy out to your boat. It's very, very strange to take a boat to your boat. You have to own two boats, or you got to pay somebody. It makes no sense. But that place was really cool. Other than the fact that it doesn't seem to really have a beach. I could see me going there on vacation, for a week if you could find a beach. But it seems like everything's just real rocky. I saw one thing that kind of had the semblance of a beach, but I don't know if it really did. But, yeah. But good Lord, the houses up there. We went through the mansions, got to go through a couple of the mansions that the Vanderbilts had, and just amazing. It was like a small version of Biltmore, which I'm fascinated by that stuff anyway. It's just so cool. It's just amazing. The hundreds of millions of dollars it would cost to build some of those things today with material costs the way they are. It's just, it's stammering really if you think about it, but, yeah. So anyway, I got to tell you, I don't know what I'm going to tell you, but anyway, I was at a seafood restaurant a little while ago, and I'm sitting up on like the third deck it was like a tiered bunch of decks. I'm at the very top, All of a sudden, a gust of wind comes by and picks up one of the umbrellas and dumps it down onto one of the patrons in the bar below. And I was like, ooh, that's going to leave a mark. It didn't, but it could have. It could have put out an eye. But they were playing Smoking in the Boys Room. Now I realize that that's a cover song by like Club Coda, whatever the stupid band was that wrote that in like the 70s or whatever. But Motley Crue, by penning it to their 1985-ish Theater of Pain album, that's just a really dumb song. You know, if you listen to the lyrics, as I was at this restaurant, in between waiting to see if the person at the bottom in the bar needed medical attention, you know, like, teacher, don't you fill me up with your rules. Like, the world's just piling up on him. He just can't deal, and all he needs is a cigarette in the bathroom. How stupid a song that is. Like, that you would actually put pen to paper and write that. That's just dumb, okay? That's what I was thinking about while I was I've never liked that song. It's cheesy. And when I was really, you know how you like listen to a song like forever, and then one day you like really pay attention to the lyrics, and you'll be like, God, this is dumber than I thought it was, you know? But that song is dumber than I thought it was. Anyway, Godspeed, giddy, giddy, giddy.